Hello, everyone. How's it going? It's been a while. Matter of fact, it's been a couple weeks. I apologize for that. This last couple of weeks has just been just a lot. So, let's go over it. You'll hear about why. So, let's actually start because every area has something this week. Let's start least to most. So least, I would say, is spiritual. It's sad to say because there's not been that many changes. Oh, I should probably say today is the 10th of August, 2025. It's actually 9:53 in the morning. Yeah, like I said, spiritual wise is probably the least, just because there hasn't been that many changes. Just kind of ran with the punches. Still doing my praying, albeit it's not all the time. Like tonight, I hardly didn't at all, but that's really about it. Yeah, I don't have anything for either week. No, I was gonna say something there, but it's just like added mumbo jumbo. The next area would be emotional. I would say I haven't had too many big dips. I would say kind of the natural emotions that have been happening have been like excited, tired. I'll say if I have to say emotional side, and I would say it's closer to health, but this week I have been, well, I should say the last couple weeks, have been having such a hard time with sleeping. Not necessarily sleeping too little, but sleeping too much. I've been falling asleep all the time. So like after a shift, I fall asleep. And it's usually in the car, in this seat. I actually, for the last almost 2 hours, have been sitting here in the parking garage, kind of back and forth, falling asleep, waking back up, wanting to film this, falling asleep, waking back up, deciding to go home, falling asleep. So I just woke up maybe 5 minutes ago. That has to go into intellectual, because that has a big play on it, especially for this last moment. So, not occupational, educational, or intellectual is what we have it listed, so it's everything. I have missed 2 of my labs for my chemistry class. I'm at a B-. I'm pre-med. It doesn't work. I just haven't. I've been so behind. My psychology class, I have handed in everything, but I had an issue with an exam where I wasn't taking my pictures right, so I got 2 zeros for that. And I had messaged her to see if we could meet up. And she's like, oh yeah, I can meet with you, but it has to be not only Arizona time, but it has to be in the afternoon. And for these next 3 weeks, I am completely booked. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm just gonna do all the assignments, and if I fail, at this point I'm just like, I failed. And I can't think that way, because every single one of these classes I'm taking on a timeline, a tight timeline at that, and I have to have the best GPA I can possibly get. And that's just not happening. And then the DBA, that's the biggest thing that happened, especially today. So I, as you guys know, am almost done. I am a class away from being considered a DBA candidate. So before I start the capstone, I'm in this class. I did the first attempt, got to assignment 3, failed all 3 attempts. I'm taking the class again. I'm on my third assessment, have failed 2. Before I can hand in the third one, I have to have it pristine because you can only take the class twice before you drop from the program. It has been 26 days since I've handed in anything. Tomorrow is my last day. This morning, I was supposed to have an appointment to go over my writing assessment, or to go over the assessment with the writing center, and it was at 9 o'clock. I missed it. So I've texted her and sent her a long email kind of talking about my situation. I had this assignment. I've had an appointment scheduled before, previously, and I've messaged before and no one gets back to you. So my hope is that she does, or if she could like tell me what I can do. You know, what might, just like, I don't know, give me information on what she can. Because I have to have it handed in by 11:59 tonight. I'm exhausted. But I have to get it done. Because all of these timelines have a deadline, of course. So that's where I am, intellectual-wise. I would say that's a big area that's kind of messed with me this week. Financial. I would say it maybe should have been less than intellectual, but I feel like it's been pretty tight on me. I put a down payment on the big item that I've been waiting on. It was going to be a lesser one, but because I have attempted every single credit card and have been denied, and then I attempted their financial credit or their financing department and got denied, it's completely cash pay. So I've been trying to finagle it so that I can at least work up paychecks to get to this point, to get up to paying completely by the time I hit September. So September 19th is the day I have scheduled to have all of it paid off. So we'll see. It felt crazy to think I had that much money to be able to pay even half of the cost. And now I have, more to pay. And I've had so much anxiety about it, being worried I won't have enough to pay. So I've been, again, wanting to apply for credit cards, but I have been Googling, I know I should have, but Googling, the consequences of doing it, because I have a dream credit card that I would like to apply for. It's the Cash Sapphire travel card and cashback card. I, for some reason, have always wanted that one. And they have a requirement where it's $524, so you can only apply for so many credit cards in 24 months. And I know me, doing these applications can hit your credit. So I'm trying to be careful because I would love to be able to get it. I do need at least one credit card. I don't have one right now. It's been a long time since I've had one. The last one I had was maybe 7 years ago. And I've just been so scared to do it again because of my situation and the loans that I've had from years ago, and now my student loans that I'm still accruing for school. Yeah, it just sucks. Oh, and then considering for the DBA, I have another payment that comes up 2 days after. Oh, no, yeah, it is 2 days. The 19th is the big payment, and then the 21st I have to have all of my money paid towards this semester for my DBA. So we're kind of getting close to the wire. Not only that, there's things to there's just a lot on that end that's just an extra stress. Social. This, I would like to say, was pretty good this week. It's because of what I did this week. I've met a lot of people. I've been talking a lot this week. And last week as well. Last week was supposed to be, it was a week I worked at both jobs, spoken to, 2 groups of people, met students, at my jobs. So yeah, that, sorry, I'm like kind of all over the place today. Today, I should say. I will say most of it has been work and the people I've encountered during the stuff I've done this week, but I want to get back with my friends. We have talked so much about this movie Freakier Friday that came out this week or last week, and wanted to see it, and not being able to do that with him sucks. So knowing that Clint is moving, I want to be able to be there for him. Oh, that's another social thing. There was a birthday party I was supposed to go to on the 2nd, and because of everything that was going on, I completely forgot. Oh, I'm gonna message them today. I need to, because I keep saying, like, I just need to message them and say I'm sorry that I missed it. Especially when I said that I would, and I said that I would be there early so that I could help them, and I didn't do any of it. So that's where that's at, social-wise. Some good stuff. Yeah, but like, kind of what I always do is like sit with the bad stuff, of like the little moments that I should be cognizant of. Then physical wise, I don't know if I told you last week I was 153. Have been kind of back and forth on that this week. That's really it. Oh, my legs have been killing me because I've been on my insurance. There's a thing where you can get points for like different tasks that you do, and the task this week was creating a different workout schedule. Even though it's the same one, I just determined like my workout schedule being something that I'm more regular with, and that was biking in the gym, and my legs are killing me. They're still so sore, but I've been trying to like continue to walk around it, continue to like stretch as much as possible. But yeah, I feel so exhausted from that. And also, excuse me, eating after working out is also a struggle, because you feel like so famished that you're like, I'm eating everything to, reconserve. Thankfully, I've been getting more water in, even though this week I've also been drinking soda. But water has been my number one. I usually will drink the whole water before I can have a soda. So that's been the new rule for myself. And then the big ones. So environmental and occupational. Even occupational is always the biggest. But environmental wise, I went out of town this weekend, or this whole week, from Sunday to technically Saturday. I went to a place that's, if I were to drive, it was 5 hours, but I took a train. So first time taking an Amtrak, and it took, first going was 7